It's a fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point try now for Walsh. It's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we got a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
10 yards still left on second down. Here's Goff. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Goff to Austin that time for an LA first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, it's Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. Goff on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Goff finding fellow second-year man Higbee for a Rams first down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now Goff. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percent.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Rawls. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Wilson again to Rawls. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Touch 50. Touch 50.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When the receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper area.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Goff now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Graham. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham, 55 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
23 yards on the play.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down. Well, Charles, we've talked about controversial rules a lot this year, but in that Cowboys-Raiders game, Derek Carr going in to try to win the game, fumbled through the end zone. Of course, that's a touchback. The other team gets it. Is that a rule that you like? What do you think?
Listen, I'm actually for the rule staying as it is. And for Derek Carr, the unfortunate part was when he fumbled the football, right? Pylon is the problem.
Yeah.
Because when you hit the pylon now and you don't have control of the ball, now you're through the end zone. If he fumbles the ball, doesn't hit the pylon, it's out of bounds at that spot. And if you have downs left, it's still your football. So it's risk-reward. just bad luck in some cases about where the ball actually ends up and what it hits on its way out. So I don't want to reward the offense anymore and give them extra opportunities. Ball comes out of his hands, hits the pylon, reward the defense. You help cause a fumble.
Yeah, it was just such a big week with the ruling catch, no catch, Pittsburgh, New England, and that play. And that was a big game for both of those teams.
It certainly was. And you're talking about week 15 of the NFL season in 2017. You're exactly right. We'll look back at a couple of rulings that may have altered some teams' opportunities to make the playoffs.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. So certainly an...
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I bring them things. I call them, he bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive, rings and things. I bring them things. I bring them things. I bring them things.
Man, you don't want with them, bro. Oh, you, and it better get low. Extorting, you ain't got no friends, oh. They'll be with that like a Chanel scarf like rainbow. $1,000, this ain't your cloth. You ain't, that ain't no sauce. I can see the noodles made for poodles. I'm thinking about the La Ferrari coupe. 1.8, the option is the roof. Greens is a secret to the youth. Your goals are malnourished. Please spit the juice. Y'all be vaping, I be laden. Yes, y'all be aping. I'm Richard Mill Nation. No diamonds, just tourbillon facing with gears and sprockets with the sapphire casing.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I bring them things. I call them, he bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive, rings and things. I bring them things. I bring them things. I bring them things.
Here's a little story about a kid from Morocco. Had to show Carlito I was Benny Blanco. Check it out. Raindrop, all set. Plug, need an outlet. Shot put me in the box. I'm in the box off. All the face shorty, socks off. Neck never. Vanilla, garage like a kill himself. Lauren Hella, get up. Crib Calabasas on the hill. I had a morning plate. Beatles on the red carpet. Alcatraz bars, crash cars, ain't no future in front. My homie rip your mask off.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I bring them things. I call them, he bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive, rings and things. I bring them things. I bring them things. I bring them things.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I got that. I gotta just get off my chest.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Wilson's Seahawks.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
There's Keenum now on second down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Bennett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Murray. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Again, it's Murray. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Keenum. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. To throw, it's Keenum. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First and 10. Here's Keenum. And Rudolph has it left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he is knocked down from the side. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. There's just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Out of the pistol, it's Rawls. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A running play for Rawls. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Wilson on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on third and long. Wilson toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That was second down run for Murray. And some space here. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
But last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Keenum now on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Wilhoit from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Now Keenum throwing on second. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth. They'll try and run with Murray. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. First down, this is Rawls. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And when the defense wings and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On second down, Rawls. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Off the play fake, Keenum. Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see